Hi everyone, welcome to the Nobodies podcast. We are here with two special guests, Green Ant and Thief Ant, as well as me, Ariel Italic.
Lady Barrick Andrews.
And my dumbass.
You know who that is. So we've got some topics that we're going to go over with our guests and with each other and with you. Accident report, why don't you kick us off?
Well, I just want a little update of what is going on in Chikara, because I don't know what's happening because I'm ignorant. So tell us what's happening in your world.
Certainly. 2 weeks ago now, the Resistance has been announced for King of Trios. That's Thief Ant, Green Ant, myself, and Fire Ant. Finally, Fire Ant has joined our side after seeing what Fist was trying to do to Worker Ant, and decided to team up with us. So the Resistance is in King of Trios, and that's the biggest thing we have coming up on our horizon.
Congratulations.
Dope.
Yes.
Who do you know the team you're fighting?
First
yet?
round, not yet.
Okay.
Don't know yet.
Okay.
But,
I'm really excited.
The
for
Fist
that.
order is in it, and they're about to get some fists once we see them.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
You heard it here.
Yeah, you should all be buying tickets to Chikara events so you can see the Ants and other wrestlers, but mostly Green Ant and Thief Ant. We like them best because they're here right now.
I'll take it. And if you can't make it, there's always CHIKARA-RELATED.com where you can watch all the live stream events from the Wrestle Factory.
We live stream all our home shows where we also train at the same time, which is the Wrestle Factory.
Guys, embarrassment of riches.
Wait.
This could be your life.
Embarrassment of riches. Are there like live cams when you're training, like a bunny cam?
We actually have that on Friday nights. There's like an introductory class where they actually do like Twitch streams of like people training. Also,
Twitch.tv/Chikara Live for Ring Shape Live every Friday night at 7 p.m. I believe it goes on.
and
Whoa.
actually get an inside look of how some of the students train.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
You have 3 new customers.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Wow. Well, I had more topics, but my brain just exploded. Okay, so you guys are wrestlers, and we are not. So we just talk about what people wear, because we're shallow, and also stereotypes of ourselves. So why don't we talk about, like, who has who's your favorite outfit in wrestling, and who's your least favorite outfit in wrestling? Oh, I should have prepared you guys with this question beforehand.
There's a lot of extravagant outfits. Bobby Roode has a gorgeous robe that he comes out in. Certainly the top of my list of robes.
Least favorite?
Anyone that just wears regular black trunks.
We call them panties here.
Yeah. So black panties are the worst, in my opinion.
For wrestlers, not for Lady Barrica.
What?
Don't worry about it.
All right. Green Ant has weighed in. Thief Ant.
I gotta say, for that right now, I'd have to go Velveteen Dream just because of like
Yes!
the Prince feels that come off of that, and like I need that in my life for sure.
Hell yeah.
That answer is totally pandering to us, and I'm okay.
All right, that's good. No, I mean, panders to me when that character like debuted. When it comes down to worst outfits, I think it's just anyone that wears just jeans. I can't handle just like you're just
Ambrose
showing
clocked.
up and walking out there. Like I don't get it. I don't know.
Dean Ambrose versus Thief Ant.
I know.
Book it.
I just realized in the middle of the thing, we were filming something earlier that wasn't this, and I realized halfway through the filming that there was a Dean Ambrose cutout behind us wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and I had to do my best not to gag all over the place.
Things unrelated to anything. The Lady Barrica
Thank you
Andrews
so
story.
much. That was my segment. I'll be leaving now. That's me walking away.
On your
nails.
on your nails, you just like exorcists away, like flicking on your nails. Anyway,
God, yeah.
we have other topics. Let's talk about them.
My phone's being weird. Oh, okay. We wanted to cover this more on like our video episode, but we didn't get to talking about the UK stuff that the WWE has been doing all month. Have you been watching any of that?
I try to follow as much as I can because actually the British Strong Style boys, so Pete Dunne and Trent Seven and Tyler Bate, actually all were at one point affiliated with Chikara, and even Trent and Tyler had our Campeones de Parejas at one time, so they were our tag champs even at one point.
Oh, cool!
And so
and WWE does not mention it.
No, not so much. But we got to form pretty good friendships with them at that, over that time of them being around. So I try to follow with them as much as I can for the most part. But I mean, everyone over there to UK is just super talented. It's crazy the scene that they have, and it's so welcoming over there too. Like every wrestling promotion's super welcoming to all types of people showing up to their events. Like
that's cool.
It's a great scene right now over there.
It seemed really fun.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy those matches with British Strong Style?
Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know if there's a better, I guess if you want to call it, heel character than Pete Dunne. Like, biting on people's fingers and just snapping
Oh yeah,
them.
he's really scary.
Oh.
I don't know how Tyler hangs out with him.
Yeah.
Little Tyler.
Yeah.
From around the block.
He's like 21 now, maybe?
Yeah,
I think so.
Right?
He's
Yeah.
growing up.
Oh, right before our eyes. Knew him when he was yay high.
Growing up and glowing up.
Yeah, the glow up.
Did you watched some?
I watched some of it. Strong style is not the style that I prefer. I like a flippy, cartoony wrestling. So it's not that they did great. It's just they're not doing what I would personally sign up to watch. I want a little pizzazz in my wrestling.
Oh god!
Give me a little sizzle.
Please don't say pizzazz ever again.
Pizzazz is like 75% of my drag character. I don't know what
I've never heard you say that before in my life.
It's a word with 4 Z's. It's perfect.
I can tell that you exist in a pizzazz way, but I've never heard you say the word out loud.
You exist in a pizzazz way.
Like a pizzazz universe, like if there was a store called Pizzazz, that's probably where you walked out of.
I feel like Pizzazz is Ariel's lucha personality.
Oh yeah, that mask would be disgusting.
Yeah. Pink glitter.
Oh god.
You couldn't even look at it directly. You have to see a reflection like in a mirror or something. It would be too much for the human eye. It's like
the
Medusa.
most garish
across
lucha
the way.
They don't actually let me into the ring. It's just too much. So like, Pizzazz is across the street in a laundromat. We have a live feed.
Of a mirror. A mirror watching Pizzazz. Looking at
This joke has gone too far.
But anyway, that match was fine. to bring it back.
In the new season of Kimmy Schmidt, this has nothing to do with wrestling.
I'm not surprised.
But they do a fake documentary episode about this event that's happening, and the director's this dumb skater kid from Staten Island, and he at the end in the credits of his movie he holds a mirror up and he's like, just look, it's for you. And then behind the scenes people are like, they're not going to be able to see themselves in the mirror because it's on film.
This is the stupidest tangent we've ever been on.
I don't know. I mean, we've gone on a lot of stupid tangents. I don't even. This is top 10 for sure.
I haven't laughed this hard at anything we've done in a while, so thank you, Ants, for being here for this.
Yeah. You guys are official nobodies.
Green Ant, did you watch any of the Erica is walking out the room now.
That transition was so forced. You just needed to be done with whatever was happening. Okay, I'll let you be done with it.
Okay.
I've only gotten to catch clips amongst my travels. I haven't gotten to sit down and fully enjoy the UK tournament. I do enjoy the British style of wrestling, especially the world sports style that seems to be coming back over there. So I know I enjoy the matches, and I'll sit down and get to watch them. Just got to find the time.
Fair.
Word.
Totally.
What else are we going to talk about? We should find a topic quick.
Yeah, no, I've got I've got more.
Great.
We also wanted to talk about this on video, but didn't get to it. Did you guys catch Sunny Kiss debuting on Lucha Underground? Do you know about Sunny Kiss?
I know about Sunny
Yes.
Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I've watched Lucha Underground in a few seasons.
Oh,
Yeah,
telling.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with Lucha Underground as
Oh.
much as I should. I think that it's more so due to it being on a channel. I don't think I
The
I
anthill
get
doesn't
and-
really get.
Yeah.
the-
Does not pay
L-
for L right
There's
now.
Netflix
L-
now, but I mean, there's so much on Netflix, you kind of forget that that's like.
Netflix
On
doesn't
there.
update as current as El Rey does.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
no,
fall
but like
behind.
the Sunny Kiss character though is someone that's wrestled here in the New York, New Jersey like type of area a lot. So I know I've definitely gotten to see Sunny Kiss wrestle before, and like
Cool.
it always entertaining.
His style is so
super
amazing.
entertaining and a butt to die for.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
Yes.
Also
Yeah,
correct.
cakes. Yes. Sonny
Like,
brought the
we,
cake.
in wrestling, we do a lot of squats, so I mean, we all try to have nice butts, but like some are just better than
Yeah,
others.
yeah. So in Lucha, they're giving Sonny this new character named Exolicious, but from what I can tell, I don't know how much this character is different from Sonny. But it's interesting how that character just fits perfectly in Lucha's world because it's such like a kind of fantasy. And like, why not just have a character like that in that world? Like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, especially with like, you know, Lucha Underground's very story oriented also, because I think Robert Rodriguez is still involved.
He's like the
in it,
executive
right?
producer.
Yeah, so I mean, they have some really fun stories involved. So I mean, why not? Like, wrestling doesn't have to be straightforward. Like, I'm mad at you. Let's just wrestle one another. Like, no, there could be great storylines that can go along and carry on for years, if anything. You
It
know.
reminds me of straight up a 90s soap opera, specifically Passions.
Lucha Underground does
Yeah.
specifically. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, Exolicious was so phenomenal to me. Just like breathtaking to see a character like that entering the wrestling ring,
Yeah.
and he sold all of it so well. I felt the purest form of tragedy when he lost one eyelash in that match.
Oh my god, it was just...
We've all been
I
there.
felt you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we weren't even in the same room, but I was like, Ariel, what is happening?
That I could see that it started coming up, and I was like, and then it was like halfway off,
And
and
it
it
was
was
just
just
like-
dangling, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is pain.
That
you know
was
what?
the dramatic moment
Matt
for me.
Stryker and Vampiro even called it respectfully.
Oh.
He's like, "Oh no, the kid's losing an eyelash." And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
announcers were really good to him.
Yeah,
too.
and that's funny because those two announcers are known for not being good about
Really?
that. Yeah,
Oh,
like they're
they-
like super hate women, like just like
Interesting.
yeah.
They
so
were very respectful,
they
and
maybe edited them down.
Maybe.
Who knows? But
I like that, who did he wrestle?
Jack Evans.
Yeah, who was also really great, but he started to go into that arena of like when we watched Hulk Hogan versus the Genius, like like the making fun of the fancy lad.
Yeah, yeah.
A little bit, but then caught himself.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was on purpose, and I thought that was a really interesting. But you know, it's a match in which Sonny knows what world he's living in, and we know what world Sonny's living in.
Yeah.
Whereas the Genius, you weren't like. It wasn't supposed to be obvious.
Right. And interestingly, they're I don't know what they're going to do with it, but the week after, or like this past week on Lucha Underground, they ran like a little between match skit of like Jack Evans watching Sonny like doing like a flash dance routine.
Yes!
Like
Oh, yeah.
in the locker room, and like
my
they
God.
played like cutesy 80s music over it.
Oh,
and it,
God.
like the full water effect and
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
And like then one of Jack's like friends comes over and is like, "What are you doing watching him?" And like so they might do something really interesting with
Oh.
it. And Jack was just like, I'm watching my enemy. Like
Oh,
who
it's gonna be
knows?
like the person you hate becomes the person you love.
it could be.
This is insta-stalking your ex. That's what it is.
Subtle.
That's what it is. Who's she out with today? I'm not liking that picture.
I also just like thought Sonny was just like his moveset was so good.
Yeah,
Like,
there was a lot of great like splits, and like I was like, someone's watched a vote ball at some point.
Oh my god, he probably has participated in
I'm
one.
sure he's like been to a ball.
He's
Like there's
had
no
to have been to a
doubt.
ball.
Yeah, like and it was just like amazing to see like normal drag moves turned into wrestling moves. Like he
Oh
really
god,
did it.
it made
Yes.
like I saw Aja in the ring.
Oh,
In
totally.
that moment, I was like, oh, the crossover is like just beautifully like
They
They are.
remind me of each other in like a little bit of style too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet they would love each other.
There is a crossover like that I've watched, in my odd, I am a fan of the RuPaul Drag Race.
Yes.
And like you do get like what we call tigres, which are like 3/4 rolls and things like that down the
Yeah.
and then you get kip ups, and
Yes.
things like this, and I'm like, that's really impressive. I'm like, I can kind of do that. Then I'm like, no, we're wearing like 6-inch heels. I can't do that.
You can learn to
James
do that.
Mansfield. James Mansfield, our friend, loves to do some rolls.
Yeah, she loves a tumble.
She loves a little tumble, and she's also a big
And it's
wrestling
like,
fan.
That's like wrestling training 101.
Yeah.
The first thing you do is learn how to tumble. And it's
Yeah.
like, but I'm like, you're doing it in heels. I can't even do that. Like, whoa. Yeah, no.
True. Wow.
Have you ever gotten down the hole of watching like ballroom videos on YouTube and just seeing like how those girls take a back
Yeah.
bump?
Yeah,
Like
it's
just doing death drops off of like stages.
How?
Yeah.
How? Like, I don't, like, I want to learn how.
That's
It
what I
can be
don't
done.
give either.
Yeah. Oh, we that's enough about gay shit, I guess. No, the whole
Never
thing,
enough gay shit. What's the next
The
topic?
whole thing is gay shit.
Yeah, it's just innately gay shit.
The all women's pay-per-view. We should react to that because that seems significant.
Oh, my reaction is a huge thumbs up. Obviously, like, please, there should be as many of those as possible.
I
in
can't
my
believe they're
life.
allowing something like Mae Young Classic and Evolution to exist in the same season. You know?
Yeah, it's true. You would think they
It's
would
a
do
lot
like one
of
and
women,
another.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure someone backstage is like, is this too many women?
If that person is Vince.
It is. But he's wrong. No, it's never too many women. Get them all in there. They can do it. I'm excited.
Yeah. It's super, it's definitely needed. It's been enough time already. And I mean, even like, actually we could say, because we kind of come off of like being a child of this training, but Sarah Del Rey, who's the head trainer for the female wrestlers, was a head trainer at the Wrestle Factory where we came from initially. So, we kind of get to already know how they train now at this point too. We know they're in like super good hands. The female talent that's going down there is the best that
cool.
there could ever be at this point now in her hands, and just the talent level that they have getting down there just before they even get signed for the most part is just super top notch at this point. So I think it needs to be out there more to see that it's an equal playing field for sure, like on that level.
Yeah, certainly, especially since the success of the first Mae Young Classic, bringing it back around and giving the women their own pay-per-view, certainly steps ahead towards making everyone equals. In Chikara, we don't divide our fights by gender or weight class or anything like that.
Or species.
Or species. At one point, Princess Kimberly was our grand champion. One of the first wrestling promotions that put a woman as the forefront of what we do. Because she fought her way there. Not that she was ever handed it. She fought and earned her way there and then beat Hollow Wicked for the grand championship.
In a really good match. That match is so good.
We come from a school of thought that you're a wrestler. Wrestlers don't need to be classified by gender. Go out and do what you do. And if you're good, people will see it. And if you're bad, you'll just get run over by the good people.
Great.
That's so true.
Words to live by.
Hell yeah.
Everyone, take that philosophy to the bank for everything you do.
Do you have any people you would like to see in the Mae Young Classic, or people you are looking forward that you know are already in it, or bets on who will win?
Recently announced was Miko Satomura, who was in Chikara for Joshi Mania, which was a thing that we brought over a handful of Joshi talent, Japanese women wrestlers, to the U.S. for some of their first matches in the U.S. And then they came back in King of Trios.
2016.
2016.
Well, actually, there was one before that even. I think 2015 or 14 was when they first wrestled, but 2016 was when they really shined.
I was at that one.
They won. Is it? They won the whole tournament.
Sendai Girls won the whole tournament.
And then
It was Sendai Girls versus British Strong Style in the main event, right?
No, that was
No?
2017.
Oh.
Was
oh.
just
So they made it
Yeah.
to the finals again last year in England. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which was a great, phenomenal. One of my favorite matches I think I've ever gotten to witness was that Sendai Girls versus British Strong Style match. But yeah, no, the year before they had won the whole tournament.
Oh, okay.
And then they made it to the finals the next time. And it's like, yeah, you look at Satomura and like she's scarier than Pete Dunne. And,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone wants a real lesson on like Joshi and like where she came from, there's a documentary. It's even on YouTube at this point called Gaia Girls, Gaea Girls, and it's a school that she came from.
I'm going to watch
And
this.
it was like she's 17 at this point, like in this documentary, and she's one of the trainers. And you will see the most vicious drop kick you've ever seen in your life thrown by her
Sold.
in this documentary.
Yes, yes.
But
yes.
it's great to just watch and kind of learn how Joshi girls were trained also at that time period. Back
Right, yeah. So that's your pick to win, it sounds like.
yeah, you know, it's hard to.
It's rough
Pick
because
against her.
Diana Peraza
Yeah.
just passed through in clan feuds.
Yeah.
Not 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
And
She's super talented.
Super talented. I try to keep my arms away from her whenever I can because she's mastered the armbar, and I like my arms attached. It's very, very
Fair.
similar.
Yeah.
Zuhi's from Puerto Rico, wrestled in CMLL for a while. She's top talent down there, now independent and in the Mayon Classic.
Cool.
So there's a lot of people I'm looking forward to seeing. A lot of pairings hopefully happen due to the bracket, but we'll see how it falls.
Oh, I'm excited for everybody. You know I don't know anything about wrestling. You're looking at me like I'm going to have answers.
You have favorite female wrestlers.
I do. I mean, but most of them are like WWE already. Like
Yeah, but you
around-
like know others at this point.
True. I mean, well, we talked about who's that big German lady?
Oh, Jazzy.
Jazzy Gabber. I thought was like phenom last time.
Yeah.
I would love to see more of her. I don't know if she's in there.
She has not been confirmed yet. They're still confirming people.
Get her! I'm yelling at this microphone like
Jazzy
some-
Gabber?
Yeah,
Gabber.
Gabbert with a
Gabbard? T.
and also who's that tiny little New Zealand gal?
Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Oh,
She,
yeah.
Ariel just did the Dakota
I
Kai.
think she does that little thing.
It was actually really cute.
Listen, she does it every time she gets in the ring. It's how I remember her. She's adorbs. I would love to see more from her too.
She really likes kicking people in the head very hard.
Well, I want to watch her do it.
Berica?
I'm excited to see some new ladies.
Oh.
Ooh,
Do you have your eye on anyone?
No, I don't know anyone.
Fair
up and
enough.
coming legendary children.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But who was the one we were talking about? Her Tori Tani
Toni
from
Storm?
Tony Storm.
Toni Storm's a little British girl.
I want to see more of her. She's fun.
Yeah, she is fun. That's who I would put my money on winning because she's like a pretty blonde girl, and you know they need to invest in those. In this
Oh
world.
dang it! I just
But
contradicted
she's also
myself.
really good.
She's talented.
She's also amazing and like so talented.
She
but
has
like
this weird walk. She looks like she's like.
she has a Dean Ambrose walk.
But like, no, it's more horror movie. She's like a crouching and like. I know you can't see me right now, but just imagine me all crinkly and weird.
I mean, she's so probably one of the best people in there, but also when I think of the way that WWE wants to make like stars, she seems like she's young, she's pretty, like she would make a good toy. Like, you know, like that's what they're looking
Whoa.
for.
Yeah, and she's wrestled around the world. She's one of the, I think, few that's really wrestled.
Yeah,
pretty much
totally.
Every continent.
Yeah,
probably.
she's so good. Yeah. I don't think we have any more topics. We had 2 questions from people that we had to answer.
All right, kittens, now we've got fan questions. A lot of you paid for the question asking tier, but only 2 of you asked questions. So, the rest of you, joke's on you.
Carolyn asked us to make a fantasy stable of 5 wrestlers and discuss how we would manage them.
Oh, I totally forgot about this.
Oh, I figured that the 3 of us would, as a group, each have... Oh, are we, like, managing a group as the sub-nobodies?
Oh.
I think
Or
I
do you
thought
want-
she wanted us each to do it.
Oh,
I
gosh.
think she's like, we can make a team of 5 wrestlers.
Oh, if you have 5 people you pick, then I'll think of 5 by the time you're done.
Oh, I didn't think of anyone yet.
Oh, guys, we didn't prepare for this. I was going to say that we just need 5 queer wrestlers, and we're going to...
Okay, so Effie, Boy Diva,
Billy Dixon.
Billy Dixon,
DJ Summers.
And DJ
Summers.
That's
five,
4.
right?
5.
That's 4.
And Candy.
Candy Lee.
And Candy Lee.
Yeah.
And we're managing them as they're the queer people who are going to kick your ass. is what that
Basically,
is.
we're not going to change anything about them because they're perfect.
They're just a squad.
And what nobodies do, we put you up there and tell you to do what you do best.
Yeah.
Come to Mixed Nobody pageant.
So I think that's great. I think that they're the best stable of wrestlers I've ever heard in my whole life.
I also think they would just be very good together and like each other.
Yeah.
I just need all of the queerdos. Oh, August 12th, they're doing another Matter of Pride.
I know, we should try and figure out how to go.
I'm just saying for the people.
I know, but now I'm telling you
Yeah,
that
it's a
we
fun
should
thing.
figure out how to go.
I know.
Have you been?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, everyone. August 12th, Matter of Pride. We
might be there.
Emphasis on might.
But you
I don't
should
know my
also
schedule.
still go.
Yeah. Regardless, don't go for us. Go for the wrestlers. God
Okay,
damn
who
it.
are you guys' 5? I mean, you are in a wrestling stable,
So, I mean,
I guess
You can pick yourself.
4 is already done.
Yeah.
Green Ant, Thief Ant, Fire Ant, Worker Ant.
Yeah.
And our 5th, still Razorhawk in there.
Razorhawk?
I like
Alright.
Razorhawk.
Alright.
Razorhawk's a nice guy. He's pretty fly, cacaw.
Yeah.
As he's
There was a gang signal after that, everyone.
I wish you all could-
Cyberhawks all have a gang signal. Yeah.
yeah.
I wish you could have seen it. It was incredible.
The Cyberhawk, wait, the Cyberhawk is one person?
No. They're a group, the Cyberhawks 2000.
Whoa.
With Razorhawk, Nighthawk, Dangerhawk,
But in your stable is who?
Razorhawk.
Razorhawk.
He's the
He sounds pretty bad.
Will the other Hawks get jealous if he joins the Ants?
Just a crossover television event.
We'll let them in too. Razorhawk isn't
It's like when Knots
isn't
Landing
sold-
and Dallas crossed
isn't
over.
solid
in
in
the 80s.
in we're not penning him in. He's definitely a pencil.
Oh. Careful answer. Careful answer.
Maybe he gets hurt. We have another Hawk, so it'll be Green Ant, Thief Ant,
And a hawk.
Fire Ant, Worker Ant, and a Hawk.
I'd go to that event. Listen, that's good booking. A hawk. We're done. So
This conversation really just blew my mind, everyone.
wait, if you want a mind-blowing conversation, we have an anonymous question coming next that is going to get in some deep areas that we should talk about.
I mean, it's not that deep.
Yeah. All right. So
Like, guys.
I'm stressed out of it about it. But just ask the question.
All right. A fan who would like to remain anonymous said that he is interested in doing drag, but is a straight cis dude. He worries that he would be overstepping his bounds by trying it. He does not want to appropriate queer culture or gentrify small-town queer spaces. What should he do?
Look, I think your brain is in the right space. You just have to know when you walk into a queer space, doing a queer thing. I think most people are going to want to be welcoming. I think, because that's what queer spaces are for. But know that it's, as a straight cis white man, that it's not necessarily your space, and you have to respect it, and you have to learn from the elders and. Whoever that sounds very sorority shit or something, but yeah. But I'd be interested to know specifically why you're interested, what you imagine you would put on stage.
But there's no wrong reason to be interested in it. Like someone
I don't think there's either.
Someone could be doing it literally because they think it's fun, and that is also correct.
I mean, that's how most people start.
Yeah, exactly.
Dress up like a lady. Who fucking cares? You want to enter into other spaces and
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the thing about starting drag is that many drag queens are really rude and really mean for no reason. Here's a thing that I deal with as a queer person a lot is that I don't know if someone is being mean to me because they're a dick or mean to me because I'm queer. And I think that you are now going to experience that you're going into a queer space as a straight person.
Ooh.
You're going to have to wonder, are you being mean to me because I'm a new drag queen, or are you being mean to me because I'm a straight person entering a queer space? And you won't know. So,
that's real.
Power up, kid, because that's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But again, Berica's right that you're doing it the right way by expecting that you are a cis straight dude going into a space that is not necessarily yours. So part of your work is going to be muscling up and handling the fact that people are going to be rude about it. And you just have to keep listening and keep trying and knowing that this is not your thing. You are new to all of this.
But on a more positive note,
Yes,
like we stand behind the phrase that drag is for everyone.
Yes.
And like,
speaking specifically for us as a group, you would be welcome in our space.
Yeah.
To express yourself.
And it's I don't like gatekeeping around it, and I don't like when people say that that's something you can't do.
Yeah.
And this is something like we have our Mixed Nobody pageant coming up, and we have like a radical openness policy at our pageant.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun.
Every single time, the people who you would quote unquote least expect to be good at drag are the best people at it. So, like,
I think I'm gonna cry right now. We have a lot of great people that are interested in what we do, and let us watch them in our spaces.
Anyway, let's close it out now. Thief Ant and Green Ant, would you like to shout out any social media shit?
Green Ant stuff on Twitter and Instagram as @_greenant_. Facebook is facebook.com/Green Ant Wrestles.
Yeah, and Thief Ant doesn't get much more creative than that. Twitter and Instagram is @_ThiefAnt_, but he does not have a Facebook.
You can
mysterious.
I've not done the.
You just did the drag thing of referring to yourself in the third person.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
If you want to find merchandise for us, it's greenant.bigcartel.com. You can find us at CHIKARA-RELATED.com, is where most of our stuff is held. Most of our events. CHIKARAtopia.com has a good portion of our matches together. Other than that, social media will direct you to wherever you want to go.
That's so true.
Yeah, go look them up.
So many words of advice.
All of our stuff is linked below. You know it.
You know it.
Give us money at all of our places. Bye.
Oh wait, but we're also on iTunes now, and rate, review, subscribe. That's what you're supposed to say.
Oh yeah, rate, reviews, and subscribe.
Reviews are apparently important. Say that you love us, or don't. Bye.